Smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
Jay-Z and Alex Spiro are keeping Tony Busby on defense. And the way that they're doing that is every single day they have something. And this is where you get this type of rapid response communication strategy. Spiro is known to be really good with media, and you are seeing it in this last 6 days with regard to these very suspicious and very questionable allegations that attorney Tony Busby threw into the media and went around the worldwide, and were reported by everybody, and no one checks anything. Remember, everything that Busby writes in a civil complaint is shielded from defamation. You can't sue somebody based on what's written in a civil lawsuit.
Went to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. She didn't ask me what happened.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, "I felt like I would remember that, and I don't."
I've seen this movie before when I was the comms director for Justin Fairfax, who was the lieutenant governor of Virginia. They did the same strategy. Two attorneys, Deborah Katz and Nancy Erica Smith, threw serious criminal allegations out there. Call it press lynching because that's what it is.
And we rush to judgment, and we allow for political lynchings without any due process, any facts, any evidence being heard.
And Tony Busby is one of these attorneys that specializes in this, along with Gloria Allred and Deborah Katz, throwing these things into the media and their media partners at CBS and the New York Times.
We should say, also recently signed a production deal with CBS Studios. So I'll just say, welcome to the family.
Platform it nationally, and it blows up. And nobody's paying attention really other than the headlines. People aren't diving deep into the details. Spiro and Jay-Z are making people dive into the details right now.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo.
Representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time.
You know, you kill the person's reputation in the media does all the work for you, nobody investigates anybody, and you destroy someone.
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made.
It's very easy to do in this media environment where speed and getting something published first is a big benefit to these news platforms. The shame of it is the people who are out there who are telling the truth get damaged by this type of behavior by people like Tony Busby, who are throwing these stories out there without vetting anything. Notice how with the Busby situation, it's just like the Deshaun Watson thing that he was on. We're not doing criminal because when the police get involved, they investigate and find out things. So everything is civil to get people to settle for a lot of money. As most people know, Sean Carter, Jay-Z, is a billionaire. Deshaun Watson, of course, and Sean Combs are extremely wealthy. Sean Combs is a billionaire. Deshaun Watson is a multi-millionaire. And I'll just close by saying in the case of Justin Fairfax, who was totally railroaded, when the FBI showed up and started asking questions, all of a sudden Deborah Katz and Nancy Smith start running for the door. Once you get cops involved, everybody starts running. Everybody starts fleeing because those guys are fact finders. That's what they do. And they know what lying looks like. They know what foolish stories look like, and they know what the truth looks like. This is Lauren Burke. I'll be back soon. There are some very familiar patterns to all these cases that the media is unlikely to bring up. But again, I'll be back soon.